Welcome in. This is Lucas Drangwitz, and this is the very first of hopefully many episodes of the Bare Minimum podcast.
I didn't get an intro. That's absurd.
I'm here with co-host Jerry Miller.
Co-host, but low key the leader host. Um,
We are without one of our three co-hosts today. Unfortunately, he had
Fans are
something.
already calling him the heart of the show.
Who? Kalen?
Kalen's the heart of the show. I mean, he might be more like the colon of the show or something, but he's definitely an organ.
Yeah, older brother of myself, and pretty much what we'll be doing in this podcast is talking about sports in general and other things too, but like generally the focus on Chicago sports. But yeah, Jerry, you got anything to add?
No. Um, I really don't. Cue the intro.
I guess.
Why couldn't I see it?
You couldn't see it?
No. Could you?
Yeah, I could see it.
That there's a very good chance that's not in there.
No, I think it will be in there.
And I
Um,
think no, I think the audio just played, and we're just gonna see our faces and look like actual
no,
dumbasses.
I think it should be in. Did you see it the time before when I played it?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh shit.
Okay. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna start it off some introductions. As I said before, my name's Lucas Strangwitz. I'm a freshman at the University of Missouri. Huge Chicago sports fan. I'm not really from Chicago, but I mean, I'll claim
Not
it, I
not
guess.
not really, not at all.
I'll claim it. I'm like
Not at
2 hours south. I'll claim it. I'll claim it.
two and
But
2.5 hours is claim it worthy? No, but continue.
I'll claim it. Um, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'm a huge Bears fan, huge Cubs fan. I dabble with Bulls and Blackhawks, but like mainly just Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bears. But Jerry,
You don't dabble in any Blackhawks. Jerry, Grays Lake, Illinois. Lucas is the less attractive, less Chicago, less cool version of me, and that's about it. Bears season ticket holder.
it's fact.
6-1 in career Blackhawks games, 14-7 in career Cubs games, 6-1 in Bulls. Bears record you don't speak on. I'm 0-4 against the Packers.
Yeah, I'm 1-0 personally. Never lost to the Packers. Never lost in Lambeau. Never lost at a Bears game in general. If we're counting preseason, I'm 4-0.
What
So,
preseason game did you see?
I saw the Bears play the. Oh, I saw the Bears play the Redskins when they were still called the Redskins. They
Whoa,
had that was
whoa, whoa!
RG3.
Careful. I don't like
Commanders,
that.
Commanders, Commanders,
I don't
Commanders,
like that.
Commanders. I saw them play the
Call them a
Commanders.
team in Washington. I don't like that one bit.
The team I saw them play the Washington football team a while ago. I'm not sure the exact year, but it was the year Kirk Cousins and RG3 were rookies.
They were
So I
rookies
saw
at
that.
the same time.
Yeah, they got drafted in the same year. Pretty
That
sure.
now I already look like I don't know ball, but that's a shocker to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and Robbie Gold kicked a 57-yarder for the win. Preseason doesn't really matter, but that was cool. Other Bears game I went to saw the Bears play the Texans in 2022. Was
Yeah,
that
that was
Eberflus'
22.
first year?
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe. Uh, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fields threw for like Bears won that game,
no,
game
he
winning.
threw for like 71, right?
He threw for like 71 yards and three interceptions, and that was like it was either two or three. It was the first Bears game I ever went to, and like the Bears won, and I walked out of the stadium like contemplating life because like
What? I, I remember I was at a baseball game. Get out. I didn't look at the stat line. They were 2-1.
they were 2-1,
I mean,
but
that
like
team. I convinced myself that week,
they
no
beat the
doubt, the
Texans,
Bears
but they
had.
beat the Texans with Davis Mills in that game.
Hey, Sundays. Every time the Bears win, I tell myself,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I thought I truly. After that, I'm like, all right, we could easily be the dark horse in the NFC. And
Yeah, back in the day, I'm more realistic now. Jerry, I don't know about you. I would say you're not as realistic.
No, I mean I'm realistic when I'm not like fucking around. Like, I mean, do I deep down know that all these teams suck and everything I say about them positively isn't true? Yes. But if you don't, I mean, if you don't have hope, you're just a loser fan, and
That's
I
facts.
hate you anyway because it's like that's the fun in it. So, hope's a dangerous drug, but I'm an addict.
Yeah, I mean, I used to always do like the Bears record predictions, and I always have them going like 12-4 back when it was 16 game season, like 10-7 now. I
We
mean,
should
this
go.
year, like,
We should do a Bears record prediction.
should we? We'll do that at the end. We'll do it at the end.
All right, should we talk? Should we start Cubs?
Yeah, we can start Cubs. You can
Wait.
start
So
off.
Ben Brown pitched, right?
Ben Brown pitched, yeah,
I have a
today.
take on Ben Brown. So what needs to happen with Ben Brown? It's perfect timing to send Ben Brown down to 3A. He has to be. They should go. They should reassign him tomorrow because
Why?
he's gonna. I mean, his fastball's there. His curveball's like
His stuff
complete.
is there. It's just his command.
No,
Like
his stuff isn't there.
his stuff is there.
His curveball is so. Is that a curveball or a
It's just like
slider?
not very like is this
It's
there's not
not
much
very
speed
effective,
difference
so his
with
stuff
there's
isn't
not much
there.
speed difference with any of his pitches. Like his changeup is like 4 mile an hour slower than his fastball. It's like really weird.
It's just his curveball looks so get me over to me. Like I don't know. I think it's the perfect time to send him down because if you send him down right now, I mean, he's obviously good in AAA before. You send him down, now he's going to be damn good, and he'll be ready mid-June. And I mean, in the meantime, if you really
I mean,
want
yeah.
to, it's time to call Cade Horton up anyway. So
Not yet. I mean, I wouldn't rush him just because he's like hasn't been healthy and like he can't get through. Like he only pitches like when he pitches, he only throws like 3 innings.
I guess, but I'm just saying, like, you like, because you're obviously going to need like a new fifth starter in the meantime. But I'm just saying, it could be. It's not like there's no options. Like they don't have to live or die by like Ben Brown going out there. I still think it's too early for Ben Brown. I mean, and he just looks young.
He does look like
He
he looks like a
it's
little kid.
you know what? Here's the thing. It is time for a barber. They need to get whoever cut Eberflus's hair needs to get into
I'm right. Yeah.
the clubhouse because Steele's hair is too long now. Steele's last
Steel's
year
hair's
Steele's
always been long though,
no, it
hasn't it?
hasn't. I thought that too. I thought that too. Go look at Steele. Can you do it on here?
I'm sure you can. Like low key, like I don't know how.
Well,
We'll
if you
figure
figure
that
it
out.
out, show them. All right, maybe if we're hella techie, we'll like insert clip or picture. That'd be
Once
impressive.
we
That'd
get
be
more
pretty
techie, we'll
good.
be using like a more like a
But
better like podcast
Steele,
software. But
Steele, hair too long, and Horton hair. Horton's just. I mean, not Horton. Brown. No offense. Thank God Ben Brown's not gonna see this. Ben Brown's hideous,
Ben Brown is hideous. How
and he
old is he?
needs
Like
facial
24,
hair.
25?
Yeah, but his hot girlfriend.
All right. Well, enough of the Ben Brown slander.
No, no, no. One more thing. He needs. Did you hear me say he needs facial hair?
Yeah.
He needs
Maybe he just
facial hair.
shaves it, bro.
No, I could tell there's nothing there. There's no
All right.
stubble. But
Well,
continue.
anyway, outside of the game today, Cubs won 5 of 6. Obviously, should have won the game today. Had a 73 lead and blew that game. Really weird start to today's game, but I mean,
Yeah. Oh my God, the double
that
balk was
was.
incredible.
I mean, it was like an hour long first inning.
I'm just confused. Were you seeing a balk? You play. I mean, you played obviously baseball your whole life. I was not seeing balk.
I think what they were saying was you have to declare if you're going to start from the windup or not, which I didn't know that was a rule. There's a bunch of really weird rules in Major League Baseball, but
I
I
mean,
guess they're saying
baseball.
you did, yeah.
You could easily.
But
They could easily add a rule without telling anyone, and nobody would question it.
no, yeah. Like, I
They're
mean, it
so
didn't seem like he was doing anything wrong, but I mean, the Cubs scored runs off it.
funny. Look, big picture. The only reason people don't like baseball is because there are too many rules. Like, I mean, and it's slow, but like, cut down the
Yeah,
rules.
yeah. I'm,
Time to cut down rules.
yeah, I agree. Um, Kyle Tucker.
I mean, I made a statement and I thought it was crazy while he hit the a millionth homer of his season. He's easily, maybe not easily, but he's the best athlete in Chicago.
Yeah,
I'm the
I mean, yeah,
Jalen
easily right.
Johnson.
No, bro, no. I
I
mean,
mean,
Jalen
let's just
Johnson's like a top three corner, but like Kyle Tucker had in 70 what? How many games did he play last year? Like 70 something. He had like
28.
27. What?
Oh yeah, and guess what? He had like a 4.49 WAR or something.
Yeah.
He's on pace for like a 9+ WAR season.
I
Not that I'm a
mean,
big stats nerd baseball guy, but 9 WAR I know is 9 wins, and 9 wins sounds like a lot.
yeah. I mean, I would say he's the most. I mean, I don't know. You
Best
might
Cubs since
flame me for
Bryant.
this.
Yes, I'm
I
I'm
would
there.
say he might be. It might be.
He's not
He
better
might
than
be
Bryant.
better. I don't.
That's
He did.
ridiculous.
Bryant could
Stop.
never hit
No,
40. Bryant could never hit 45 home runs.
you're
Even his
out of your
best year, I
mind.
think he only had like 35.
No, do not disrespect. Listen,
I love Chris
Kobe
Bryant.
Bryant
Chris
sucks
Bryant was my
now.
favorite player. I wore number 17 my whole life because of Chris Bryant. But
Dude,
again, that was a long
you're
time
you're
ago.
you're,
So it
you're
could be
drinking the
recent.
Kool-Aid too
Could be
early.
recent. It could be
Relax.
recency bias.
That's insane recency bias. 2016 MVP. Let us not forget that
Yeah,
ever.
he won. I mean, he did win the MVP. Like, I don't know. Like, he. Okay, I'll say this. He's the first Cubs since Bryant where like I genuinely just get like excited when he comes up to the plate. Like, there hasn't been a Cub like that in so long.
Javi?
No,
I mean, I hated Javi, but
Javi. Like, yeah, but like Javi, like a 30. I mean, I don't know. Don't even get me started on Javi. But like the
that's
did
another day.
uh like when they signed Dansby, like everyone thought that'd be like such a great signing, but like I wouldn't get excited when he comes up to play because
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. He always, I will say, and again, we don't have to get like super like techniquey in this in the early days of this show, but like it just looks like he has a plan. Like it looks like Kyle Tucker gets up to the plate and says, "I'm swinging at a certain pitch at a certain location," and when he gets that, he's like every time. I feel like obviously this isn't true because it's just natural, but I feel like he's never late and he's never early. Like he always feels on time and purposeful. Like he's just, I mean, I guess that's what good hitters do, so it's no surprise, but Kyle Tucker rocks. And I love that the Cubs steal, by the way. That's so fun.
you know that's the one
Love
thing I
it.
like about Nico Horner. I could have a
I
Nico
love
Horner
Nico
rant
Horner.
for
You're hating
like
on Nico Horner.
I mean he's a good I
I
mean he's a
hate
really
that
good
you don't
defender.
like him.
Me
He's
personally,
such a.
if I was no, you go ahead, you go first, and I'll respond.
All right, I was gonna just speak over you, but um, they're the best defensive middle infield in baseball.
They are like
They're
easily up.
so good.
They
Every
are
time a
so good.
ball's up the middle, I'm like, that's a double play.
I just don't like having a guy up at the plate where the
Oh
best
my God,
outcome
blah
of
blah
his at
blah.
bat is
Doesn't
a
matter if
single.
you have
He
homers
can't
coming
hit
from
for
other
power.
places, but if you
I
have
mean, yeah,
homers
like
coming from other
on a
places,
team where you have Kyle Tucker and like if Seiya has a good year, like they need another guy to have a really good year too, I think. But
listen, I
on a team
watched
where you have a
Moneyball
Kyle Tucker,
yesterday.
there's a place for a Nico Horner. But I'm saying like in like the previous 3 seasons, like on a contending team, he's like a bottom of the order, like solid bat. That's
Nico Horner.
yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, but that's I like
Like
that.
yeah, like in a perfect world, he's like your 9 hitter.
Um, how is seeing Hayward?
Seeing Hayward, I mean it was cool. I mean, hasn't he's came back to Wrigley before though,
No, but
hasn't he?
you see him again.
I was never a Jason Hayward fan.
God, that sucks because that just means that you lower your expectations. I will say, I don't like if you went to the baseball field, you'd be like, that's the best player. Like it's not even a question. You'd be like, Jason Hayward
What do you
is the
mean?
best player there. Like if you didn't know anything.
Oh yeah,
Like if you were
I
to
remember.
guess
I
who's the
always
best
used to.
player, I'd be like,
He's
absolutely. That
huge.
guy
Like he's an absolute
six
unit.
six. He's a unit. That beard
I mean, wasn't he
fucking
like the
rocks.
number? He was like the number one prospect, or he was like the number one pick in the draft, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was. Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure he
and he
was.
just can't hit. It's just
I mean,
the Cubs are
I always used to say like he looked like a righty trying to swing lefty.
I was yeah, like he
Like
has
his
the
swing is like so
weirdest
choppy.
swing.
Like again, I'm not gonna get act
Exactly.
like I'm
It's
a
so not
swing
fluid.
expert,
He
but
had I don't know if you were watching. He had some like ground ball that like just like bounced over the pitcher's head, and I was like,
his go to with the Cubs was the chop. There'd be a runner on first, and he'd hit a chopper to the second baseman.
that, and that's what happened today. And I was like, wow. I was
Yeah.
like,
No,
this is
well, like
vintage.
last year, he had like had a decent year with the Dodgers, but
Yeah, he did, but he'll always be him. Can't change Hayward at this point.
what are
Yeah,
you thinking?
bullpen sucks. It's funny, like you don't even have to hit on the end of the game. I mean, I guess you do.
Yeah, I
Turner.
mean, it's a Justin Turner error. That was
Yeah.
bad.
Wait, who's pitching? I don't know why I don't know that or don't remember.
Let me look. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean, he
really,
just like
really good
flat out
start for
just.
podcast. We don't even know who closed the game for the Cubs like 5 hours ago.
We missed the end of the game. We were playing quick
We were
nine.
golfing. I shot a 34.
Yeah, it's crazy. Two hole in ones. Um, no, it was Presley, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was Presley.
Either way, game doesn't matter in the end. Weird
Yeah,
things
like it's.
happen.
I mean,
The Cubs are good enough to where like this might be a little bit of an overreaction, but they're good enough to where I'm not concerned with early like kind of like these last like the last two losses. Not fluky, but like these are the kind of things that even out over a long season.
yeah,
That's
and especially like this, like the Padres are like a really good team. You take two or three, but obviously, like when you have a chance to sweep and you have a 7-3 lead, but like
yeah.
it's
I mean
gonna
that
be like, I'm
sucks,
not gonna
but
be like
I
one.
just think baseball's a weird sport, and that's why there's so many games is because the shit gets evened out over however 6 month season. So
Yeah, and especially like this month, like with how
let's
hard the
be
schedule is.
let's be real. Anything before June is like this doesn't
Yeah, but
even.
like you obviously like the Braves, like you don't want to start 0-7.
Yeah, but I mean the goal is hang around till like August 1st, and you
Yeah.
have a chance.
Like this month they just played the Padres and they played the Rangers, Dodgers, Padres again, Diamondbacks again, Dodgers again, and then the Phillies. So like
That's
you're
that's
gonna
that's brutal.
I know, but they're gonna be done with the Dodgers and the Padres and the Diamondbacks after this series or
Yeah,
this
that's
month.
nice. So
I mean,
get
if
them
they
out of
just
the
like
way. I feel like the Cubs low key. I feel like this is a very like regular feeling that they're playing tough games early, not so bad games late. I don't know.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
not
they've
special.
been in position the last couple years to make the playoffs, and there's been
And then how do I make this statement? Pete Crow Armstrong pisses me off more than like Pete Crow Armstrong pisses me off more than oh, I can't say that. I almost went really far. Talking about a certain type of criminals that do things to kids, but I'm not going there. You take it while I think because I need to make the comparison the perfect level.
yeah. I mean, I'm probably one of the more bigger PCA fans you're gonna
Trace in the
find.
building. Trace, how much do I hate PCA?
Oh, top five leaders of all time.
I hate
Two.
PCA more than I hate racist people.
That's a high level of hate.
I know. That's how much I like. He is awful. He comes up to bat. It's actually getting to a point already in his young career that he gets up to the plate and I just go on my phone and I text my friends and I say strikeout.
Okay, but like
No, no, no. He's that
towards like
bad.
again like this is probably biased. I love PCI. I've like
Oh my
loved him
God.
since he was
You're the
like
exact guy that
since we traded for him. I love it. Like I
PCA
love
appeals
PCI.
to. You're the exact guy that PCA appeals to. The little go Cubbies, goofy
No,
Cubs
like no,
who
like
shows up to Wrigley
I
no
think
matter
bro,
what
can you let me talk. Let me talk.
and wants and brings his glove. You wear your glove to Cubs
Nah,
games.
okay. Let me just can I just make my point? Can I
You
make my
wear,
point?
do you, if you went to a Cubs game, you're going to the Cubs game April 19th.
Yeah.
You're gonna wear your glove.
Yeah. Always gotta wear my glove.
You actually wear your glove.
Why not? Like I've done it
Oh
since I
my
was a little
God, you're
kid.
so
Who
Zach
knows? Like
Campbell.
who?
You
Zach, I'm
don't know
not
Zach.
Zach Campbell. I'm not gonna beg for a ball. But I just like bring my glove to the ball. I'm not gonna bring a
You're
ball.
Zach
Like, bro,
Campbell.
okay, don't make a comparison that me with that loser in a sentence. That guy's such a loser. Anyway, back to I forget what I was even PCA. I've
PCA,
again
oh
this is
worst hitter in the league.
I loved him ever
I'm
since
ready.
we traded for him. He's hit at again, it's minor leagues. Say what you want, I get it's minor leagues.
Blah
He's had an
blah.
800 like OPS at every level of the minors. At like probably like mid July to like end of the season, he started to figure it out at the plate. Like the power started to come. And again, that's probably biased because the one game I
On the
went to
Cubs,
last
the
year,
power started to come.
PCA he had a little bit of a power surge like late July. He did. Like look it up. Like
A
I guarantee like
PCA power surge is like from July 15th to July 30th. He had like a homer. I would be like PCA is on a power surge.
okay. Also, another reason why I love PCA so much. The only
Got to learn
game
to
I was
bunt.
able
I know I've just beat you to it. He's got to learn to bunt. Was that what you're gonna say?
no. I was
He's
just
not
saying another reason why.
for
The
for
only
him
game, the only
squaring up
Cubs
one, for him
what?
squaring up one time a game. He squares up every
I
game.
don't like how he bunts. If he's gonna bunt like that, he's got to be a better bunter. I
But
don't think they should
I've
let him
never
bunt.
seen a
He
game that
sucks to
PCA
butter.
played where he didn't square up once. And the thing is, he's gonna be safe if he fucking gets
Yeah,
it down
he's
at
got it.
all.
Yeah, because he's so fast. I'm not gonna give up on his bat yet. I think he's what? He's 23. Like
Give up on the
he's got
bat.
plenty of time to
I
figure it out.
hope give
Like
up on the bat,
I'm
but
not saying he's gonna be some like elite hitter, but if he can be a solid hitter, bat like 250, hit like 15 homers and get on base. 15, he can hit 15 home runs. He hit 10 last year.
250 is the Saturn to PCA right now. I would be thrilled if he hit 210 this year.
Bro, it's like 10 games in.
No, because I've been on this. You can't pull that on me. I've been on this. PCA is
What
the
did he get
biggest
last year? Didn't he hit like 240 last year?
No, God no. And if he did, then he didn't. Even if it says on ESPN he did, I'm telling you he didn't.
He hit 237 with.
And expect a dip this year because he looks worse this year.
He does look bad.
He busy dyeing his damn hair with stars, looking like an anime character, not busy enough in the goddamn cage hitting off a tee.
I mean, yeah, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's been good,
right.
but like
one thing. Sorry, I'm talking too much. One thing I will say is I can acknowledge though that he's so fucking good at base running and fielding that you absolutely have to play him. Like that, you'd be a moron if you didn't say that you had you had to play him. Or you'd be a moron if you said, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying something smart, but I'm just like he has to play. He's incredible, but
I mean his energy, like I just love his energy so much. Like his energy like reminds me of like Javi.
His energy, that could be the biggest.
That's why you have to like. He's just a good guy to have on the field. Like he's just a good guy to have on the field.
Yeah, his energy.
And like again, like you said, his defense is.
That's what his energy reminds me of.
His like floor of like his career is being a Gold Glove center fielder. Like that's his floor. Like he's got to play Gold Glove defense in center field.
Guys who can't hit their floor is their ceiling.
But like he's 23. Like I'm not gonna give up on his bat if he's 23. He's never
23 ain't that young. I mean, it's young.
It's pretty young. And that's what Matt Shaw is.
There's younger dudes hitting. Let's just put it that way. Let's find out. You know what? I'd be totally comfortable. I think Shota can hit. Let's DH for PCA some days.
It's just stupid.
That's ridiculous, but Arrieta did it.
I mean, yeah, but like he still hit like 210. Like he hit a couple. I mean, he hit the home run in the.
I guarantee Arrieta in 162 games is hitting more homers than PCA.
You're a clown.
I know. Should we go to Final Four?
Yeah, we can talk about the Final Four. I was only able to watch like bits and pieces of it because I was working, but I'll let you take the lead on that. I don't know. You probably didn't catch like a lot of it.
I'm so sour on the tournament this year that it's really hard to even talk Final Four. By the way, biggest sack of bullshit ever was this is low-key terrible take, but I'm gonna say it either way. I hate the people that were like, "Oh, you don't like when the high seeds win? It means the games are better late." Aside from the Houston game, Houston Duke, that didn't really happen.
Awesome.
That didn't really happen. From Sweet 16 to Elite 8 and like other, I don't really. We're used to seeing these games and being like, man, oh man, these are the Titans clashing. Like I never felt that way.
Yeah, it seemed like the one seeds were like just so much far and away better outside of like
exactly.
But even
in
like, yeah, I mean
the Final Four, the one game, the fucking Auburn Florida game wasn't that good. I mean, Clayton obviously took over, but
Clayton's so good. It was pretty good. I think both the Final Four games were good games. They were both close.
I guess, but this tournament.
But like, I would rather see. Like, even though people are like, oh, mid-majors, like very rarely, even in a regular year, do you see a mid-major make the Final Four. But like, it's still fun to have those teams like a St. Peter's go to the Elite Eight.
No, because now it's 2 straight years of nothing. That's my issue. Is the 2 straight years.
Yeah, I agree, and it's a lot of it is transfer portal. NIL, which we can get more into that like in a later episode or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a different episode because that'll be such a long rant. But the issue is, like, and this is coming from a guy, I would put March Madness, like, if you asked me before this tournament even, because I was still hopeful that this tournament wouldn't be like the last, But if you asked, March Madness to me, it was 1,000 times cooler than like a great chunk of like my cousins. Like I cared more about March Madness than I did about like many cousins. You know what I mean? And that's like
Yeah. I mean, yeah. March
March
Madness is
Madness is
like
my world.
the first weekend
Like
of March Madness. Like, yeah.
no girlfriend of mine
I
is
mean,
coming
there's
to
just so many good
ballpark.
memories that surround March Madness. Like middle school watching games on your computer. Like it's just it. Not,
And that's nothing new.
and
We really don't have to talk about it since it's not original. But that March Madness is and this is why I'm so sour on it. You hold your best players to the highest standard, and that's what I'm doing with March Madness because it's that fucking good, and we've seen what it can be. So we have to bring it back. And you know what? I'm taking a, s- I'm making a stance. Fuck John Rothstein, fuck Jay Billis, and they're gonna be pissed that I said that. But I
yeah,
mean, these are
we'll
the
be ready
guys
for a
who
response video from them for
were.
sure.
I mean, Jay Billis is definitely gonna tweet me, and so
Yeah, definitely.
and Jay Williams. Oh, we didn't have to hit on that, but Jay Williams is the biggest pussy ever. You see that Twitter thread with them?
I did not know.
Oh, it's with him and Mark Titus, and Mark Titus was like joking with him, being like, "Oh, because Jay Billis went 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 for Elite Eight in his bracket."
I mean, that's what all of them do. Like
But
my,
no, but I
I
mean,
mean,
you
in
and
my
Katie.
family bracket challenge, my 4-year-old cousin had like the best bracket because he just
Well,
did
your
auto
cousin
select.
sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, but he took a victory lap on getting that right.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that's absurd.
our other co-host was like talking the most shit to me ever, saying he had I had a 8 out of 8 Elite Eight. I'm like, cool. Like it was all ones and twos and a
Yeah,
three. Like it's not
Jalen,
hard to
you're
pick.
wrong
Like,
on that.
yeah, we'll talk about that more on our next episode. But I mean, like it's just not fun to watch. I mean, it's not fun to pick a bracket where you're just picking like all the higher seeds
No,
winning.
I
Like
mean this is already known, but the biggest losers are chalk. It's fun because, and here's what me and my roommate were so consistently talking about when we're making our brackets, which is legitimately like all things considered, probably for me, it ended up being like a 30-hour process. I don't know about you, but
I
everything,
mean, mine I took a longer time than I usually did this
a
year.
game took me like an hour, like one individual
Yeah, not
matchup.
me. I probably took like an hour to do the whole thing. But
Um, but I don't even know what was I saying?
what you and your roommate were talking about.
Oh, you don't become a like I don't. There's nothing cool. You're never gonna flex to a friend or someone that you picked the Final Four right when it was all ones. I to this day I get texts
You and
about
Drang
2 years
will
ago
flex that.
when I took FAU to the Final Four in my bracket. People know me as the guy who took FAU in the Final Four and then they did it. Nobody knows Jim Bob, who had Duke winning it all and Duke won it all. Like, that's so lame to just want that. And then you have to root for the upper C. Fuck that. So that's my March Madness rant. March Madness, I'm to the point. March Madness has to prove to me it owes me. So it has to prove to me I'm not going to get as excited that next year. Clip that. If this podcast is still going on, I guarantee I'm more excited than I was this year. But
I
for
mean,
now, I'm not going to get excited until it proves me that it still has Cinderella. It has the magic.
that's not going to change. I mean, it's going to be similar like that till they
I know.
get stuff fixed with NIL and transfer portal. But we'll talk about more of like a college basketball like season recap in our next episode after the Natty. But
Oh,
we can
the
get
Monday
into
Night
some
Natty,
Bears.
the best thing in the world.
What?
Said the Monday Night Natty's the best thing in the world.
Are you
Not.
being sarcastic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
We can get into Bears like some Bears talk now.
I think we should. We're for the record, we have a Google Doc, and there's no Bulls on here.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, this was. I mean, yeah.
Fuck draft
If you want to start talking about the bowl, I mean, I threw this Google Doc together in like the last like 10 minutes.
Well, you've
But if you
wasted.
want to start talking about bowls, like, go ahead.
I mean, do you want to do Bears? We can do Bears first. We'll finish with Bulls because how much I have to say and how legendary it is.
I mean, I'm not the biggest bowls guy, but that's. I
Well,
mean, if you want to go on a
I'll
rant,
I'll help you. I'll give you an incision of some of my passion,
all
even
right.
though I'm not the biggest Bulls guy either. But all right, yeah, we can do Bears draft. You tell me what you want.
What I want is,
Let's start with that. What do you want?
I mean, what I would want in ideal world is an edge. James Pierce, I think. I mean, if they pick James Pierce, I'd be happy. I mean, I think they can do so many different things because like how much of what they did in free agency, it kind of like really freed them up. What I don't want, I mean, I don't know if this will be like unpopular, but I mean, it's not like I don't know how many people will see this, but uh,
This
uh,
is gonna cause some headwaves.
probably gonna make some headlines here. I
This
don't.
is gonna ruffle
I feel like
feathers.
this is a pretty common take though. Like Genty, like as much. I mean, he's if the Bears draft Genty, like I won't be happy. Like I'm not gonna like he's gonna be a good player. Like he's
Oh
not. It's
no
not like he's
shit.
gonna be a
Right.
bust. Like I just think you can find like a guy like Genty like later. Like I don't know. Like he's not he doesn't strike me as a guy like Bijan Robinson level or like Saquon. Like I feel like those guys are just like so much far and away more talented. I don't know, you can disagree with me if I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, but I think you can get a guy like Travion Henderson or like Judkins from like Ohio State in like the second round who were like super freak athletes and like if our O line like is good like and like they will be just as I'm not saying they'll be better than Genty, but they'll be effective. And it's like you can get a
Yeah.
guy at 10 who can help you in other places. Like I don't think running backs that I mean it's a need, but I don't think it's a need. I don't think it's just a position you shouldn't spend a top 10 pick on unless you have like a gen. I mean, people might say Genty's generational. I mean, he could be very good, but he's not. I don't think he's like a Saquon. Like I don't know. I mean, you can disagree with me if you think I'm wrong, but
No, I mean, for argumentative purposes, it's probably bad that we agree here. But I mean, I have the same take, but I would say mine's a slightly different reasoning. I just don't. I'm just not. You can call it like this. Sounds like kind of a not an old take because it's semi new, but like just because the Eagles did it, we're not going to do it. Is kind of how I feel about this
yeah, but
whole
I
thing.
don't think that's why. I don't.
But it
That's not
feels
why.
like, and just because, and I here's the thing, I just don't want running back. I'm never in my life going to be able to justify unless Genty for me, and this is also ridiculous, and I have ridiculous takes sometimes. Genty would have to be the best running back in the NFL for 5 years, 4 or 5 years, to justify his pick for me. Because
That
it's, it's just the fact the value gap is so different. Think of Miles Garrett versus Demarcus Walker. Those dudes shouldn't even be allowed to like enter the same locker rooms that they like. I don't even know what they should, but they should not. They should be separated in life because of how different they are. DeAndre Swift and Barkley, like I'm just off the top of my head, like they're Barkley's obviously better, but like he's not changing like the mold of a franchise. He was gravy. The Bears aren't ready for gravy and sprinkles and toppings yet because we don't have like our entree. Like we were, the Bears still fucking suck because as of now they're the 5-12 Bears. That's what they finished.
yeah, 5-12.
As of now they're the shitty 5-12
Want to know in
Bears.
2025.
What?
Want to know in 2025.
Good point. So we're killing 2025, obviously. But I mean, I think let's figure out running back once everything else gets figured out. And again, that's not some crazy take, but I would be pissed. I'm calling it. I would be pissed if they took Genty at 10.
I wouldn't see. I wouldn't be. I don't want them to, but I wouldn't be pissed
I'd be
because I
pissed.
think he's gonna be a good player and he's gonna like. I
Well,
mean,
running back in
when
general,
he's
yeah.
scoring, if they pick him, and like week one he goes for 150 and 2 touchdowns, like will you still be pissed?
No, because I don't care where you're drafted after you get drafted. You know what I mean? At that point, everyone's the same.
Yeah, at that point you're a bear. Like,
So you're a bear. So, but I'd be very pissed if it's. I never get it right. Is it Michael Williams?
yeah, I think so.
I was want to call him Walker, whatever. If he ended up being Miles Garrett level, or in that, if he ended up being a guy who you give a second contract, and he was a great player, that could change the Bears. That could change the direction of the Bears. If Genty ended up being good, that probably won't. I mean, that's going to help, but it's not going to change the direction of the organization. You can't. He'll never be a building block. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
never
I
gonna
agree. I agree.
like
Like,
Michael Williams or any edge. And by the way, I don't want to pick edge or running back. Like let them. You know what I mean? I'd rather state my stance on opinion rather than player because I trust the Bears to Actually, I mean, I
No,
don't.
I
I
don't
don't
see
trust
that.
the Bears, but like I will admit that they obviously know more than me, so I'm not gonna like. I never get dead set on a player during the draft. I would like to get more dead set on a position. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Like
Like I don't
for me, I feel like the position of need is edge, but
has to be.
at the same time, like
I mean, but it could be some other shit.
at the same time, like there's a world where they might not value James Pierce at because I mean he did not have that great of a season. Like he was like the projected like number one like pick going into this year, and he did not have
Yeah,
that great of a season.
is
So like
he
I could
free?
see them like trading back and picking an edge later in the first round if that's where they want to go. But I think if Genty's there, that's probably going to be the pick. As much as like I don't want it to be, I think that's. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I can't really get a read on where the Bears are, but is James Pierce the modest Buzelis of this draft class?
I mean, other than like a few like obvious differences, I mean, yeah, maybe
Because think about it.
you can like
Projected
you can figure
first.
out what the differences are, but yeah.
What? Oh, you see that? I don't see that. I just see two dudes.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, me too. I just see two incredible athletes, obviously.
But you know
Um,
where I'm coming on. You know where I'm coming from on this. Like they
I
were both
do.
mocked first for like a while, dropped, diamond in the rough. James Pierce maybe could also be Saki. Um, but yeah, it's. I think that what the Bears need to do is so obvious. There's really not much to even talk about. Like people like to talk about Bears draft all the time on my Twitter, but it's like it's pretty obvious what needs to be done.
Yeah, I mean,
Now
there's so
just
many ways.
in the draft,
There's some,
there's always a luck element to the draft. Let's get a little bit lucky.
yeah. All right, you want to do record
Bulls.
prediction, or
Oh,
do you want to do
record
record
prediction.
prediction
Oh,
first, or should we say no? I think we should save that. We should definitely
now
save that.
we do have to save that for when the actual schedule drops because right now we just have opponents. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely save that.
Because if
Yeah,
someone's coming into bear weather late in the year, mark it up as a W.
yeah. All right, you can start off with some Bulls talk, and I'll just kind of.
Um, I fucking love this team with all my heart. This is my favorite team since D Rose because of the fact once you realize the Bulls suck, the Bulls are always gonna suck. You're gonna have to accept it. And this is I'm talking directly to you. This is how you get into the Bulls. Most people don't want to get into them because they're a playing team. It's the best
I
playing
just
team.
don't. I don't. It's not the Bulls. I used to watch the Bulls a lot when I was growing up with like D Rose. It's just like I don't find the NBA like very appealing to watch.
I'm not gonna
In
lie, it's
my,
a bad take.
I mean, you can disagree with me
NBA is
more, but I'd
overrated.
much
That's
rather
that's
watch
a story
college.
for a
But
different time.
I'll watch the
NBA,
NBA playoffs. But all right, go ahead.
um, because I fully accepted that this team is fucked long term. Are they that good? No, they're playing good right now, but they're fucked long term. They have no plan, awful management. That's all understood. I get that. But I'm to the point where I'm saying, fuck it. I'm just gonna have fun with this team. And they've delivered the last like month as I've been following. Like, and I will say they do have some pieces that you could potentially build on, but the NBA is always interesting because you can get flipped so quickly just because every fucking star is a free agent every summer. So if you added a star in free agency, I'm not sure. I think this NBA free agency class is a little weak, but you can always just add a fucking star if you need to. And trades are like candy. They happen like, oh, every star gets traded nowadays. So like, it's not ridiculous to say like, fuck it, let's get Giannis, and then he's been rumored once
I
or
mean, yeah,
twice,
like,
and then you have a few pieces if you were to pull off something like that. Not like they have that skill of whatever you want to call their job, management or whatever. But
yeah.
like AK, I don't even want to try to pronounce his name because he doesn't deserve me to. But I know he sucks, but I'm just gonna have fun with it. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's beat the fucking let's win the plan. By the way, Bulls are due to win the plan.
I mean, yeah. I mean, again, like I don't. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about the Bulls, but I'm a big Matas Buzelis fan. Like
It's
him a lot.
modest.
Modest Buzelis. See,
It's
there you go.
modest.
Like, see, there you go. Like, not the biggest Bulls
No,
guy.
modest is so
Like,
fucking likable. And similarly to Ben Brown, he grew facial hair, got better. Telling you.
factual statement.
But yeah. I love the fact that the Bulls, Heat, and the Raptors have been in 3 straight play-in tournaments. That's the greatest thing ever. Those even before, if you asked me 5 years ago, or not five because the Raptors, but if you asked me 3 years ago, before the play-in tournament started, or maybe it did start 3 years ago, whatever. If you asked me before, if you said give me three teams that feel like play-in teams, I would say Heat, Raptors, Bulls. Like they just feel like play-in teams, and they are, and I love that. Just do it every year. Let's go play-in every year. We should win it this year. And then,
I
by the
mean,
way,
yeah,
seven, do some research. If we get to seven, we kind of match up well with the Celtics, but don't
yeah. I
take it
mean,
too much.
I'll watch the play-in. It's just like I could maybe have watched 3, 4 full Bulls games
This
all year.
Bulls team would have a chance if there weren't series. That is my take. We'd win it all if there weren't
Series or
series, whatever the fuck.
series. Yeah.
But I think the NBA should go to one playoff game. Fuck it, let's just do it like March Madness. If March Madness doesn't deliver, NBA playoffs will. Bang. That's how you counter them.
Yeah,
Oh,
NBA
but I mean,
playoffs take
seriously, the
forever.
first round needs to be either 3 or 5
Yeah, the
games.
NBA playoffs takes way too long. Having
It-
every game as a 7 game series is just brutal.
It's
Like
literally a separate
NBA
season.
playoffs is about to start, and it's like it's not gonna end till like
And then people get pissed about load management, and that's like this shit I don't like. I'm like, I would play 40 fucking games if I was a superstar, knowing that I have 2 seasons, a
yeah, they need
regular
to
season
change the playoff
and a
format
playoffs.
for sure.
So there needs to be less games. But yeah,
I
the
agree.
Bulls, let's fucking do it. Let's win the play-in. Fuck it. Give me short-term happiness, because short-term happiness is better than no happiness.
That's very true. Yeah, it's my favorite
So
saying.
that's my take. And Dalen Terry fucking blows, and I hate him. He's like my
Dylan
PCA
Terry does blow.
of the. He's my PCA of the Bulls. Um, let's see. And Giddy,
Giddy, I love Josh Giddy. I love me some Josh Giddy.
forgot what he did, but also don't say anything. This is a great all-time second act from Josh Giddy.
It is, yeah. What a bounce
Yeah,
back.
love it. Love him. And I love that he's
True
Australian.
revive.
Um, should we kind of finish here with some Masters? Just
I
some
mean,
light
yeah,
Masters.
yeah. I mean, we're not like golf experts or anything like that, but
Definitely not. Definitely not. But
we
I
did play
keep in
today,
touch.
so we can.
I've been, what is that?
I mean, we did play today, so it's kind of fresh in our mind. So maybe we can
It
give some
is.
insight.
Feels like I might know something right now. I will say each
Um,
year I get more into golf though. Each summer it finds me a little more because I realize how bored I get in the summer with sports. That like you kind of have golf has to like do something for you.
yeah, I agree.
So
I mean, I've never been like super in like watching golf. Like, I watch the major tournaments really, and that's just about it. I'll watch the Masters every year. Me, and my grandpa, and my dad always, or my dad and my grandpa always have like the Masters on.
yeah,
But
I will say what I'm kind of doing for this master specifically is some things that I didn't get from March Madness, I'm expecting from the Masters. So I'm very fucking excited. And for me, the Masters is like a week. Like this week that starts in 2 hours when I wake up, or not in 2 hours when I wake up, but when I wake up, it's Masters week. And I love Masters week. Like I'm probably not gonna wear headphones to class tomorrow because I'm gonna want to hear the birds chirp because it reminds me of the Masters. So
and we're recording this on the Sunday before the Masters, by
yeah,
the way.
Sunday before the Masters. So Masters week starts tomorrow. I love Masters week. I think it's so underrated. And growing up, I was like, "Oh, golf's so fucking boring," and I just didn't even think
Yeah,
about
I feel
it.
like every little kid is like that though.
There's a lot of just people in general that are like that. Golf's cool as
Yeah,
shit.
it's like
Once you
once you like
realize,
start, I feel like it's more like once you start like playing a little bit, you just come to like appreciate it more.
and
But
it's just like not everything has to be hit, big guy, hit, run fast. Like it's like watching golf's like watching Kyle Hendricks pitch.
I agree. That's actually a very good comparison. Kyle Hendricks 6 years
Favorite
ago.
favorite Cub ever. Top up there for
I don't even
favorite
know who my
non-favorite
favorite Cub
ever.
ever is. I'm trying to
What?
think.
They said it was
Favorite
mine
Cub ever?
earlier in this.
No, I didn't. I said Cal Tucker might be the best. Like in my
Best
lifetime,
Cub
like I
ever.
might be the
Kyle
best
Tucker,
player,
best Cub
best
ever.
player I've ever
Put that on
watched.
the Instagram.
That's not what I said. I said
You said
best player I've ever
Kyle
watched.
Tucker could be the best player ever.
I said he's the best player I've watched in my life. One of the
And
best
you're
players I've watched in a Cubs uniform in my lifetime. That's a fair like talent wise, like that's valid.
that's so recency bias and
All
terrible,
right,
but
name them. Name five talent.
no, I'm
And
not
like I'm
doing it.
not talking like
All right,
I was
another
one.
episode. I will
Okay,
say, let's wait till whenever we do this next for Masters champ. But who do you think, with our limited golf knowledge, who are we giving a chance this year?
I think you always got to give Max Homa a chance. You know, he's due. He's due for a major win.
Max Homa should be favored.
He should be. I mean, he's due. If you want to just talk about a guy who's due, he's due.
Max
Also, I
Homa
love
is
Jordan
like if
Spieth. So.
PCA was like, well, all right, I'm done. I'm done. PCA is kind of taking over my brain.
Yeah, PCA.
Yeah, but
PCA. If
Homa,
you see this, don't change anything about your approach. Just like
yeah, just keep sucking
just keep going. Keep going. No, PCA. If you're
and
watching this, you
stop
got
dyeing your
this.
hair with
Watch him.
that dumbass fucking
Nah,
star
he
or
didn't.
whatever.
His hair isn't dyed anymore. Is it
Well,
PCA?
do something because PCA is ugly.
You're good,
By
bro.
the way,
You're 23.
real quick, Cubs great looking team. Like I think we
Very
could.
great. Oh,
You know
like
what? We should
middle
do.
infield. We probably have. Okay, I don't want to. I feel like. I mean, yeah, I don't care.
We have sexy middle
Middle
infield.
infield. Middle infield probably has the best looking middle infield in the league.
I gotta write this down. Tomorrow, I kind of realized today. It's this. It's the same way with the NBA, but the baseball really brings it out. Um, like you really get to see guys in the MLB. Like you know what I mean? Like and like how
Like
the
their
game is
faces. Is that what you're
slower.
saying?
Like yeah, like I'm making looks opinions on every Cubs, almost every baseball player I see just naturally and they're always panning to like faces. So I think we should next
Weird. Like
episode.
Kyle
Let's rank.
Tucker's like not that good looking of a dude, and he's.
Ooh,
I mean, do you
major
think?
disagree. Major
I
disagree.
don't think he's that good looking of a
But
dude.
next episode,
But
Masters champs, we have to or pick our Masters champ, and then let's rank the MLB teams
best
based on
looking. Oh,
attractiveness.
I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
hmm
I like that. Yeah,
I think the Cubs right now, top of my head, are they're one, but could be
one.
wrong. hmm Does
Trying to
anyone
get
else
to
in
one.
mind?
All right, yeah, we can talk more about the later episode, but that's gonna do it for the first episode of the bare minimum. Name we were talking it might change, might not, because I mean it does sound very Bears focused, but it's more of just like
Yeah,
everything, like
and
with the
it's like
focus
kind
on
of
Chicago
trendy.
sports. It might change, might not. We might just stick with it for a while and see. But
And hopefully we
Jerry,
get
any
a
final
stage name
thoughts?
soon. I'm
Yeah,
not keeping
stage
good.
name's coming soon.
Hopefully this is our only episode ever with this. So
Yeah, next episode we'll probably have stage names. So, and
in
we'll have
like
our third host on.
yeah, in like 600 in like our 1,000th episode, we'll look back on this and be like, after
Yeah,
we're like penthouse on like
millions of
Mich
dollars
Michigan
later.
Avenue, when we're in a penthouse and we're mega awesome and we send an ESPN contract.
All right,
All right, Bears.
Bears, Bears.